As we join doTERRA, we're good. We become better as we grow. We become our best when we lead.
Before doTERRA, life was very different. I was a dental hygienist and I worked in a private practice for 15 years, but I found that I was always tied to my job, that I worked 9 to 5 and that I had no freedom. I'm a mother of 6 children, and when my children needed me, they forgot their math book or they forgot lunch money or they wanted to go to lunch with mom or they were just having a bad day, they would call, but I wasn't able to leave. We were introduced to doTERRA through a friend. I did start to use the oils and I found that they were very beneficial and I enjoyed the use of them. But it wasn't until I was on a business trip in Japan for the current company that I was working with that I actually discovered how much these oils truly meant to me. And so I was getting ready to do a presentation and I took out my little sample bag and I started putting oils on, and all of these Japanese women just started to gather around me like magnets, and they wanted to show me that they had essential oils also, and so they started pulling them out of their bags. But I realized that when they smelt my oils, they could tell that they were different, and even though there was a language barrier, they still said, "These oils are special." And it was then that I realized that I had an amazing gift.
While Carol was in Japan, I was home with the girls, and being a long trip, 10-day trip, I had myself psyched out thinking, wow, this is going to be a challenge. But as we got into it, the macaroni and cheese wasn't so tough, and the dinners got a little better as the days went on. When nighttime came, my daughters had a regimen, and they had said, "Dad, you're going to need to put oils on us because Mom puts out oils on us all the time." So we opened up the box and they got to choose their favorite oils. And I would just open them up and start putting them on their feet. And they'd line up and put their feet in the air and I'd apply the oils on them. And after about 4 days of doing this, every night they would remind me, "Dad, we've got to put the oils on our feet." I really started to feel a connection with the oils. It was the most incredible thing I've ever felt. I thought, how in the world am I ever going to tell Carol, I think we have something special here?
So the airplane ride home was like the longest 16 hours of my life, because here I was on a business trip and now I have this amazing new business opportunity that I felt like fit more into our lives and who we are and what we represent. And so it was difficult, but I truly felt like doTERRA was calling my name.
So when Carol came home, she said, "Honey, there's something I need to tell you." "Well, there's something I need to tell you too, but you go first." So she continued to tell me her experience that she had in Japan. And I got really emotional thinking to myself that I had had the same experience with our 2 daughters here at the house. And these oils had literally changed our lives in the last 10 days. And so we shed a few tears and rejoiced because we knew that we had come to the right place at the right time, and that was with doTERRA.
So one of the biggest differences for us in doing doTERRA is that my husband and I get to spend time together every day. We work out together, we eat lunch together, we work together, it's just one continuous round of being a partnership together, and I love that.
We have more light in our life. We have more time in our life, and I think we have more love in our lives. So now that doTERRA's come into our lives, we're able to give more. We're able to see more opportunities to serve others, and I think that's the neatest part.
So I have always valued education, and as a result of that, I've always had this big dream. It was always really big that I wanted to build a school in a third world country so that others could get that education that I value so much. And so it is because of doTERRA that I had the opportunity to see that dream fulfilled. And the biggest takeaway for me is seeing how little these African people have, and yet they're so grateful. It was such a beautiful experience to see how they lived and their lifestyle. We had to walk a mile each way to get water, to fix meals. We showered in a 5-gallon bucket for 3 weeks.
And you see this, but yet they come up to you and they have this great big smile on their face. and your heart just pours out to Him, and you think, God, where did I go wrong in life? You know, we have all this, and we keep praying for more, and we keep asking for more, and it's not that. I think we need to get back to the basics. I think we need to be happy where we are, and then we can move forward. Once we realize where we are and we're okay with that, we can move forward to the next step.
So with doTERRA, it just doesn't feel like work. It is so fulfilling because I'm able to bless so many lives with the oils. I hear amazing stories, and it's like paycheck time. You know, it's really a beautiful thing when you know that these oils are blessing other people's lives, that they're blessing homes, they're empowering mothers, and I love that. And so I don't feel like I work. I feel like I get to just go around and share what I love most. So one of the greatest principles I've learned in doTERRA is that life is all about choices, and I feel strongly that we can create anything we desire with hard work, with consistency, with persistence, just really going for it, really deciding this is what I want. I want this financial freedom. I want better health and wellness in my home. I want to empower my family in every way possible. We have been so blessed because we made that one choice, and doTERRA has been our journey.